Nobody likes Nickelback.
Why am I so red?
What is the other songs like they had that were like? There was Photograph is the one that's most popular because of the fucking meme. Look at this graph. You know that meme, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of another song of theirs.
Oh. Why'd you have to go? No.
What's the Spider-Man one?
Oh, that's Hero. That's with the Josie.
Yeah.
Josie from
How's that go?
Saliva. They say that a hero will save us. Not gonna stand here and wait.
And they're watching us.
Watching. We all fly away.
I really miss that era, that 2000s era of like music video movie mashup.
You know, I was actually really thinking about that because so I've been putting on like mid 2000s like alternative rock at work. Mm-hmm. So like it's been like Kill Switch Engage, which I guess is a little more metal, but like shit like that. But there's this band called Strata that they had a song in the Punisher soundtrack and a song in
with Thomas Jane.
Yeah, and a song in the Elektra soundtrack. But I was sitting there thinking, I was like, like these songs, yeah, they're on the soundtrack, but they were never really like in the movie. It was like the credits, like
or like Bring Me to Life. I always play a game with like customers. I'm like 10 points to the Gryffindor if you can remember what movie it's from.
I don't even remember that.
Daredevil.
Oh, that's right.
It was the Daredevil song.
That's right. Well, because like the music video like
is a mashup.
Well, like the Bring Me to Life one, I don't think there was a mashup of Daredevil. There was there? Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Maybe there was two of them. Mm-hmm. Oh wait. What are they? No. Sorry, I'm thinking of Wake Me Up, not Bring Me to Life.
That's the same.
No, Bring Me to Life. Wake Me Up. Inside.
Wake me up. Okay, right?
No, Bring Me to Life is a different song.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
What?
It's not. Bring Me to Life has the Wake Me Up.
Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up. Let's Bring Me to Life. Man, I'm watching your I love watching the gears go.
Well, no, because I'm trying to think of like what the other like popular Evanescence song was. Fuck, whatever. Anyway, the point I'm trying to
yeah, because your point
is remembering like I was like, wow, like all of these like you would like go to a movie and you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna hear this song in the movie, and then it's like and then it's the credits, yeah. Because like Dashboard Confessional, they had a Spider-Man that they did like a Spider-Man 2 music video, and the song's not anywhere near in Spider-Man 2 anywhere except for the credits. Same with like Sum 41.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's the era I'm talking about where you had these random ass like because it was always alternative, the band,
the popular band,
the band, and they would cut the splice in scenes from the movie into the music video, and it was just like so weird, and I really miss that era.
Da, 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 da.
Oh,
Seal?
Yeah, what was it called? Kiss from a Rose. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Or remember, I think I showed this. Okay, wait, one last thought.
Yeah, this is a long intro.
One last thought, and then I'm done. But remember when I showed you that U2 animated Batman? They did a song also for that Batman movie. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, and it's like it's a real knockoff version of like the 90s cartoon. Oh, God, gosh. Remember me to show you later.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's so good.
All right, let's go.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
Look at this graph! Kapow! Cha! Pwah! Martial arts movie, yeah! It's a lot more than just a martial arts movie, but...
Hello, everyone.
Oh, man, I forgot to look up who actually did the choreography for it, if it was Key or if it was, like, anybody else. Because I could see Quan, like, at least helping with it,
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Sorry.
Yeah, but I got distracted really quick there. Yes, welcome to our final of the movies that came out last year that we wanted to talk about. That's strangely also Oscar buzz, Oscar nomination, even though we don't know what the Oscar nominations are yet. Actually, by the time this releases, they will, because they're getting announced on the 24th, and 7 days will be the 25th. So, wait, no.
Yeah, 7.
No, I'm thinking 7 Days is next because this is going to be released. Not this. No, yeah, they will wait. Yeah, they will.
Can you just tell them what we're doing?
My brain fractured multiple times, kind of like this movie. Hey, everything, everywhere, all at once.
That is the movie that we're doing.
Yes, probably my favorite movie from last year. Easily, probably definitely my favorite movie that came out last year. I've been very much all about this movie since I saw it.
Yeah,
and I love it and a lot. I love the Daniels.
Oh yeah, that's weird. I didn't realize that's what we were doing.
The Daniels?
Another A24 Daniels movie. I didn't
well, this is only their second feature film.
Well, I know, but it was a happy like, oh, look at that, the Daniels did this.
You don't remember us talking about that?
No,
oh,
I don't remember that. But yeah, we did the what did we do?
Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, we did the Swiss Army Man
with Paul Dano and Harry Potter. What's his name? Daniel Radcliffe.
And Harry Potter. God, that must suck to be him.
I'm a wizard, Paul.
Well, like I even saw like an interview with him too.
Oh, like,
he knows he's like a magician.
Oh, he knows some magic.
Yeah,
tricks.
He knows some magic tricks, and they're like, "Oh, why don't you?" He's like, "You're serious, right? You can figure out why I wouldn't tell people."
Like, there's a clear fucking reason I don't go around doing magic tricks.
Like a very obvious on the nose reason. But yeah, so
everything, everywhere, all at once. Do you have a quick synopsis? What?
No, that's what I was about to say. We follow we follow a mother and daughter fix their estranged relationship over the multiverse.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Kind of really, that's what it is. Like
there's also the marital problem. With,
yeah, but I guess like the main thing.
There's so much in this movie. There's so many different themes. And I guess like the central conflict is kind of, that relationship of mother and daughter. But that's also like due to like a generational trauma and a generational conflict. Mm-hmm. But then also Evelyn's like detachment from everything, comes from also her husband Waymond and how he deals with stuff. Yeah, this movie is fucking dense and it's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so did a lot of critics. Mm-hmm. So let me get into the reviews or the review scores because IMDb. It's got an 8.0. Tomato meter score rating is a 95. So critics really loved this. And then audience score was an 89. Mm-hmm. So overall, actually kind of like all around a little bit more than what Banshees of Inisherin was last week. And I do find it kind of interesting that there's both these movies deal with identity. In a big way. Like I think a theme inside of both these movies is personal identity. Mm-hmm. And I just find it interesting that we found a pairing like that inside of the Oscar stuff.
Just by accident.
Yeah, by accident. Yeah. Which also looking at like The Fabelmans, which is like getting a lot of Oscar buzz, which is Spielberg's new movie. Mm-hmm. There's a lot about identity inside of that movie as well. So I feel like a lot of like the popular movies this year, like there's something about identity, which I think is also kind of a reflection from post-pandemic and a lot of people doing a reflection on themselves and what it means to be who we are in this world type stuff.
Made my head hurt.
Yeah. Sorry. Don't want to think too hard today.
No.
Well, this is not the right movie for that then.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck. Well, so this was originally released in the Southwest Film Festival on March 11th, and that was the only film festival that it was.
Which I was kind of surprised about.
I was too.
I thought it would be in a lot more. But
yeah, like everything. Yeah, a lot of other ones were in a lot more. Like yeah. Pinocchio was, Banshees was, and this was like just Southwest. Mm-hmm. And then some limited releases here and there, and then official like theatrical release in the United States on April 8th last year. And I saw this in theaters while I was in Spokane.
I got March 25th.
That was the limited release.
That was the limited release.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And as we already mentioned, the directors are the Daniels. So Quan and Daniel
Scheinert.
Which we did talk about was Swiss Army Man. And just a little recap, they were like really big into music videos. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They started like a music video directors guild type thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're 36. They're the same age as me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they would be older.
No. No, it's because now like people that are making like really good films are, our age, and we just did nothing with our life. I have a degree.
Look at this full degree.
God damn it! Look at this diploma. God damn it. Yeah, they have found like some good, like some minor success through Swiss Army Man and like the music videos. There was something else I wanted to bring up.
Well, it's interesting.
Well, they met together at a film school together, and they just kind of like became really good friends after that. And,
well, it's going to be interesting to see like what this does for their career. Well, considering the
Oscar buzz, the Golden Globe wins, like like them writing these characters that were so wonderfully portrayed by Michelle Yeoh, Stephanie Sue, and Kwan, just like, dude, their acting in this is so fucking good, and that comes down to a well-crafted script too.
Oh, and I have an interesting conversation point or topic, I guess. I was reading that originally written for Jackie Chan to be the lead, and
he was going to be like a professor.
Yeah, and I was like, that's very. I called Mary.
Really?
Yeah, because this is like she loves this movie. And when I was doing research, I called her and she's like, "What do you want?"
What do you want? Why are you calling me?
Well, yeah, she's like, yes. Like, I was like, well, I just wanted to talk to my friend. Why is that so bad? No, but yeah, so we had this whole like conversation about how like different that would make this movie.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But I'm also like, I got so in a parallel universe, an alternate reality, this movie is starring Jackie Chan, and I just thought it was so like it would have been like such a cool like throw into the spotlight again, because I mean, what's the last thing Jackie Chan was in? I can't even remember. He had that revenge movie a couple of years ago.
There's some didn't you do a movie with Schwarzenegger recently?
Oh yeah, that weird fantasy thing.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it.
What it was called.
But
like Schwarzenegger has like a big mustache or something.
Yeah, no, there was a fucking like it feels like a fever dream.
Yeah, it doesn't feel real, but it actually happened.
I'm actually kind of glad that it wasn't Jackie Chan, because we were able to with this bring. Well, Michelle Yeoh is already popular in certain, like if you know like martial arts films and whatnot, you know who Michelle Yeoh is. But to bring back Quan and to bring like this upcomer Stephanie Shu, like I don't, if Jackie Chan's in it, then that takes away from that.
No, totally. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to carefully say. I'm just curious about the version.
I would love to see that script.
You know what I mean? That version of it, I'm very curious about.
Yeah, no, to like actually like see and read that script, that would be fucking cool. I just had a minor panic attack that I forgot to record everything for a second, and I'm glad I like looked up like, okay, all right, we got everything going. Fuck me.
Like I just want to see that movie. Also, because it's Jackie Chan and he is an actual martial artist, and he's also he's also a martial artist.
Also, yes, they was like
not actual,
you know it's like both of them are too.
I know. I tripped on my words there. But it's also like, I'm just very curious about that movie.
Fair, yeah, no.
You know what
I mean, of course, to be curious about that movie. Like, how big of a Jackie Chan fan were you as a kid?
Oh my god. Yeah,
like some Super
everything.
Cop. I mean, Super Cop Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, no, like everything. Jackie Chan.
Rumble in the Bronx, Drunken Master. Who Am I? Not Time Cop. Double
Dragon. What was that one where he plays twins?
I think that might be called Double Dragon.
Is it called
not to be confused for the Double Dragon video game.
No, it's not called that. Is that called that? I can't remember now.
I can't remember. But yeah. So I loved
Rush
Jackie
Hour.
Chan. Yeah, well,
Shanghai Noon.
That's they Rush Hour and Shanghai Noon. Just like those were like, I was excited to see those coming out because I saw Rumble in the Bronx and I saw Super Cop and I saw Jackie Chan's Who Am I. Jackie Chan's Who Am I was one of my favorites. That's when he gets amnesia.
Oh yeah, man. I watched a lot of Jackie Chan growing up.
Yeah. He was so popular, and like, and then
he was so entertaining.
Yeah, well, because he also like inside of his he did all the choreography for these movies as well. He did
you ever watch Jackie Chan Adventures?
I never watched the cartoon, no. But he himself wanted to add an element of comedy into all of the fights as well. He approached fight choreography as kind of like a clown setup, you know. Like how like he never wanted to just be like, oh, I'm just beating the crap out of everybody. It's all about like him, like the mistakes that like he's getting hurt, the mistakes that happen with him, you know, as well.
Well, yeah,
like,
because then on the other end you had the Jet Li who took it like I always felt like really seriously.
Yeah,
and then you had
because he was much more of a serious actor.
Yeah.
You know. Well, enough of all of that. Let's actually go. Like, I mean, we're talking about martial art.
Yeah, we're just talking about. Yeah.
But let's go into Michelle Yeoh. And what, like I said, you know, like she was in Super Cop with Jackie Chan.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, I would say that's probably her biggest introduction to American audiences.
I didn't realize how many things I had seen with her in it. You know what I mean?
She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff.
I mean, very, very. I mean, other than Shang-Chi, I mean, Crazy Rich Asians. Actually, it's going to be kind of amusing is like just like because they're like Hollywood just they've created just only such a small pot of Asian actors to pull from. They're in so many things together, and that's Hollywood's problem. That's Hollywood doing that to themselves.
Well, it's also she's for like more recently too. She's in that new Witcher show, the Blood Omen.
Oh yeah.
Prequel thing.
It's funny is that I finally started watching Crazy Rich Asians like on TNT.
You've never seen it?
I haven't seen it all the way. I still haven't seen it all the way through.
It's so good.
But I was sitting there, I was just watching it, and I was like, Crazy Rich Asians, more like Crazy Hot Asians. What the fuck? Why are they all so hot?
Everyone is so attractive.
So fucking hot.
Every single person is attractive.
Like, Jesus Christ.
The men, the women, everyone.
Yeah.
They're all really good looking.
Take more clothes off, please.
They're all really good looking. It's kind of infuriating. They're
crazy
all
hot Asians.
They're all good looking and they're all rich.
Yeah.
God is fair. Anyways.
Yeah. So Michelle Yeoh, and then who plays Evelyn in this, and I got Stephanie Hsu next.
Yeah, the only thing that I saw that was like really like Marvelous Miss Maven, or what is it called?
The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Maisel.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. I've seen it.
It's a show that we should watch it because it's about a woman finding her husband leaves her, and then she finds kind of like a new identity in stand-up comedy in the 60s as a woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, no, it's something. It's literally something you and I would both really like.
Yeah,
and we just haven't watched it, and it's won awards and shit too. So
we're just being dumb dudes.
I mean, I've heard about it. It's just like
I've heard it. I just never.
And I've always known what it is. I've just been like, it's. I don't know, just like because I'm not seeing it promoted at me all the time. I think you know.
What's it on?
Prime Video, I want to say, and like I'm not on Prime very often.
I'm never on Prime.
Yeah,
unless that's something we have to rent for this
or The Boys. Men. But also Stephanie, she does have a part in Shang-Chi. I don't remember her in it, but I just saw her as a credit with that. But she does have a reoccurring character on Awkwafina is Nora from Queens, which I thought was kind of amusing because Awkwafina was also originally cast to play Joy.
And she's in Crazy Rich Asians too.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about that Hollywood pulling the.
Harry Shum, who is in this crowd out, is also in Crazy Rich Asians, who was started in Glee. So yeah. But yeah, so let's move on to Ke Huy Quan, which this is I'm so happy for him. This is so cool.
He hasn't aged a day.
Sure.
He really hasn't.
I mean, yeah, he does look a lot like
he looks
he got his start in Temple of Doom, a short round.
With Data and Goonies.
In the Goonies, yeah. And he actually kind of has kind of a sad, like he at some point just kind of gave up on acting because he didn't feel like there was a place for him in Hollywood as an Asian American actor.
Yeah.
And so he just kept kind of getting these like stereotypical roles here and there, and he just kind of gave up. And then he went into like do more like fight choreography when he could help here and there, and then because of the popularity of Crazy Rich Asians, he was like, maybe there is a spot for me again. Decided to get another talent agent again.
Fucking badass.
And then in 2 fucking weeks, the Daniels are calling him up, be like, we want you to come read for this, and he slays it in this film.
Badass.
He is not only is he badass, but like when he has his like entire like monologue about like why can't we all just love each other? It's just. I tear up and cry like 3 or 4 times through this entire movie. Like I get so emotionally connected to this movie.
So weird.
Like, it just doesn't hit you.
No, I don't get it. I
Man.
don't get what everyone is seeing in this movie, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't.
Man.
And I've watched it like 3 or 4 times now, and I just am like, am I just dead inside? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't. And I think know what it is though. I was talking to Mary about it when I called her. I think what it is that this movie, and it's happened to you. I know that for a fact. It got overhyped.
Yes.
It got so shoved in my face about how so I think I went in with a ridiculous,
higher expectation of something?
an unbelievable expectation, and I'm sitting there kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's cool, but
These are all of my notes.
holy shit, you never take notes like that.
For people to know, so like,
Here are mine.
it's like, this was Banshees of Inisherin. This little bit right here. This is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, all right. Well, and then also just a shout out to James Hong, who's also kind of like a legend in the industry. I always go to Big Trouble and
Yeah.
China, Little China.
He's also, we did bring him up a little bit in Blade Runner. He has got his bit part.
Oh
in that.
yeah.
But we're also skipping over like one of the main baddies, who's actually kind of a lovely side character in this, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Playing Deidre, who's the auditor, the tax auditor that. She's fucking wonderful in this too.
She's kind of honestly like my favorite part.
That's fair.
I just like her like Karen vibe.
Oh yeah.
See this tells me a story. I don't know. I just thought she was really funny.
The microaggression of racism from a lot of the white people in this movie is super fucking like it's so casual that it just if you don't notice it, you don't notice it. Which is like, I thought you people understood how to do this, or
even the she wants to take her daughter to be like a translator, but her English is good. But even like when the way Jamie Lee Curtis says like, I thought you were going to bring your daughter. The way she, I'm like,
yeah,
bitch. Like,
yeah,
you
right?
don't need
It's
to talk to her like that.
Fuck, she's not slow.
Yeah, like you
fuck.
don't need to talk to her like that.
Yeah. But that's also like that is a big theme in this movie.
Sorry, my phone's been updating like 6 million times.
Yeah. That is a big theme in this movie that I don't think us as two white guys won't be able to really necessarily touch fully on, and that's Asian American identity. That's a really big theme inside of this film. But like on top of that, it's like there's a big theme of just identity in itself. The Asian American identity is a very important theme with what they're dealing with, especially with it happening in Chinese New Year. But the
I
just kind of want to bring I'm very much noticing this theme in it that I just don't have the right tools to dissect.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're making a weird face.
Look how smart I am. Sorry. Yeah, those are the actors in this movie. Some of them.
That's main.
Jenny Slate's in it as well, but we don't need to bring her up. She's a very small role. I just really like Jenny Slate. I like looking at her when she's on screen.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Okay. You ready to get into Tommy's reviews? Tommy's Corner?
Yeah. I'm not ready.
Jeez. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Today's a weird day. So on Metacritic, there are 48 positive, 6 mixed, and 0 negative, which I was actually very surprised by.
Really?
Whenever there's not a single negative, I'm like, come on, guys, you're just shitheads.
Well, I mean, but then with the mix, the lowest one is what?
Like 40.
Yeah. So, which, in my opinion, I would say that's a negative review. Anything below 50, I mean, anything below 60 is technically failing. And if you're thinking like grades, it's a 55. That's a medium. It's like, no, that's a fucking F. I'm not passing the class, guys.
Can I get into it? God damn. All right. Positive. Derek Smith at Slant, who gave it an 88 out of 100. The film works magic by embracing excess, finding a kind of harmony and probability within it, and reminding us of the beauty and lunacy of the human experience along the way.
Ooh, I really like that, actually.
Yes.
That's a really different... That's a take on another side of it that I was acknowledging, but I didn't have words to say, because that's very much the Daniels. They just bring out this lunacy and absurdity.
They're very like. I'm very curious for their next film and what it's going to be. Considering that you have Swiss Army Man, then this, what is number 3 going to be?
Right.
And then mixed 60 out of 100 was Tim Robbie at Telegraph. And this is kind of what I was just talking about.
Okay.
I've rarely felt more impaled on the fence by a film. Because exactly as promised, it's everything at once. Good and not good, fresh it formula, cramped, strenuous, full to the brim. And that's how I feel.
Okay.
I feel very...
Too much is getting thrown at you.
Yeah. It's like... And also people like... I've been
it's like you're... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's like you're given a plate and you're like, can I have some food? And they're like, yeah, here's some mashed potatoes. Here's a steak. Here's corn on the cob. Here's a piece of chicken. Here's some casserole. Here's a slice of pizza. And you're like, wait.
I didn't want all this.
Here's ice cream to put on top of. Like, why on top? Why not on the side?
When I've been talking to people about it, they always, not all, like, a few people have said the same thing to me, and I just kind of laugh at myself. They're like, it's the best multiverse movie ever, and I'm like, okay, out of the 3,
yeah, right.
like.
That was actually a really fun thing is Daniel Kwan, he saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and he's like, fuck, they're beating us to it. They're because they've been working on this since 2010.
Yeah.
And he's like, God damn it. He's getting frustrated. He's like everyone's taking our idea. Like, we're not going to be original anymore. Like, we thought we really had this original new idea, and now it's Spider. And then he's like, I watched season 2 of Rick and Morty, and I was like, God damn it, they're doing it more. Like, it's happening more. And he's like, I just have to stop watching Rick and Morty now.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's a great multiverse movie, but like, I mean, you have all the ones that just came out, and then like on the other end you have the one with Jet Li, which is a huge pile of garbage. But
what was the name of that? The One.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. Yeah,
that'd be fun to review.
That would be
because it's him and Jason Statham. I think he's like the time cop guy. I don't know. That was early.
Time Cop with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And that's a multiverse thing.
But it's just so funny when people are like, "This is the best multiverse movie ever." And you're well, there's not like a whole.
There isn't a whole lot to go through, but I will say, like, it's like I agree with that because they don't just use multiverse as a like crutch of just like, and now there's going to be multiple people of stuff. They use the multiverse as a thematic device of how we perceive our identity and goals that we want to do. Like the fracturing of timelines is also a representation of the fractured people that they are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it's actually it is actually one of the best ones. And I see that you're like, well, yeah, but out of like how many? It's like,
well, I just think also it's just like going into the excess thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's what it is. It's like the Daniels have such a lunacy about them in their movies that I wish, I don't know. Maybe it's like they don't take the concept seriously enough for me, like the whole hot dog thing, the hot dog finger thing, that kind of shit takes me so out of it. And I know that's the style, and maybe that's what it is, that it just is.
It's an extreme absurdism. It's like, it's like, but that's also kind of the thing that they're trying to make a point on, is that in a realm of infinite in a realm of infinite, universes of infinite possibilities, there would be one where we have hot dogs for fingers,
No, I get it. I get it, but it doesn't. I just don't think it clicks with me.
That's. I mean, that's also That's a very like Rick and Morty has episodes with that as well, where like there's entire worlds where chairs are people and people are chairs and shit like that.
Well, yeah, and I think it's just like with Spider-Man. What is it called?
No Way Home.
The most recent one is that
No Way Home. Yeah.
No Way Home. It's like, it's Spider-Man, but it felt really grounded.
Yeah. And
it's a very grounded multiverse.
Yeah, and that's also because they're just taking an idea, like there is a multiverse. They're not using the multiverse as a narrative as a thematic device.
Yeah.
Which is why because like the themes that I wrote down for this movie are existentialism, nihilism, identity, belonging, family, generational trauma, like there are a lot of themes in this movie that I feel like they find a way of wrapping up all together in the MacGuffin of the fucking everything bagel. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that too.
Well, but that's the interesting thing is that they create this everything bagel, the thing of everything. You put everything on a bagel just to prove. And Jobu Tobacco,
Tobacco, yeah, Jobu Tobacco.
Joy's evil evil alter identity, alter ego.
Yeah.
It like proves like by when you literally put everything on something, you realize that just nothing matters.
Well, then also, I think, excuse me, sorry. Another interesting idea too with their like multiverse thing is like in Spider-Man, you had Toby, Andrew, and Tom, right?
Yeah.
This is like your consciousness is able to travel through bodies, which I thought was kind of an interesting idea. That was cool.
Yeah, it's not so much of a teleportation as it is
all of our well, there's just an interesting idea. All of our consciousnesses are connected.
Yeah.
Through this higher power, not higher power. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for.
Through the bagel.
Through the bagel. Ooh, a bagel sounds good.
Actually, it does. Bagel does sound kind of good. Now with some
Bagel
cream cheese.
Yeah, sounds good.
when Wayman's like, "Oh, cream cheese."
Yeah, the cows are extinct in my dimension or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you want to get a bagel after this? I don't want a bagel now.
Oh, dude. Oh no, it'll be closed. That new Jewish sandwich shop. They close at 3.
Oh, the vegan one.
Yeah, they close at 3. I still want to give it a try.
We could pause right now and run and go get a
No,
bagel.
we gotta get this done recording.
But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting concept too. Like the whole like the consciousness being connected. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. So I don't.
Dude, it's happening again.
What?
Same thing happened last week.
What?
Anxiety.
Really weird.
I don't know what is the deal.
Take a breath.
Anyways. Yeah, sorry.
So, yeah.
If I this happened last week, I can get in a weird bout of anxiety right now. I don't know
It's
what happened.
like, I mean, it's like, whatever. So like I keep blocking my light when I'm looking at my notes. It's like, all right. You want me to just like read down the points that I have and we can just discuss with that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I think the biggest thing is like the movie is about how nothing matters and the beauty that can be found in that.
Yes.
You know? And it's like there's this idea of nihilism that Evelyn's journey through to get to her nihilism to then find her to break through her existential crisis essentially. And like if you really want to like if you take out the like multiverse stuff or if you just look at the multiverse stuff as the theme or metaphor of something, this is essentially Evelyn having an existential crisis breakdown. She's being audited. She's losing contact with her daughter. She doesn't know how to reach out to her daughter. She's scared of her father who abandoned her, who is now there that she seems to have to take care of. She doesn't see Waymond as a like strong like partner in a weird way, but she doesn't understand that his patience is really what keeps their strength going. You know, and so like I have like Evelyn's journey into nihilism saves her by her giving up. She sees Waymond for the patient and forever caring man he is, and in return makes her realize that the beauty is in accepting people or things as they are.
I get why Fallon was confused by this movie.
Yeah,
just watching it, I was like, I'm also getting kind of confused by this movie.
I mean, does that make sense though?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, like even when she does have that moment of, I don't know which one of the Evelyns.
Well, I mean, they're all experiencing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah. But when she like, you know, when she basically what you said, when she realizes that the patience of the father is, you know, because even like when Becky first shows up, he's like, hi Mr. Wang, hi Becky. He's like he doesn't give a shit.
He's like, no, call me Waymond.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about the whole lesbian thing.
Yeah.
Mom really is concerned about it. He's just like, what? I'm
That's also a great when Jobu introduced herself. She's like, wait a second. In this timeline, are you still hung up that I like girls?
Yeah. That was fun. That's funny. I forgot about that. That was good. Jobu.
But yeah, you were saying though.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Okay.
It derailed.
I mean, I do gotta say, like, one of my favorite moments in this movie is Jobu's introduction when she walks out of the elevator dressed as Elvis and a cigarette, has a fucking pig on a leash, and just like whatever. And the cop's like, "You can't be in here," and she's like, "I'm sorry, can't, or you won't allow."
Yeah.
And like, just this, it's a true evil villain, like, introduction of just like how fucking nuts she is, or they have gotten to, where the semantics of a word is like, I don't think you understand the words you're using. Can't means it can't happen. You say you won't allow it. You want, and then like, essentially to prove like what something, like, here's something that can't happen. She makes him fucking blow glitter out of or confetti out of his mouth, and then it blows his head up into confetti. And it's fucking insane, and shit just goes haywire from there.
It would have been interesting to see Awkwafina in this role.
I don't think she would have done as good.
I think she would have done really good.
I don't know. Like, I really, really like Awkwafina, and I think she's hilarious and funny. But Stephanie Hsu, like, brought this like sadness and groundness and just intensity to it that I don't know if Awkwafina could have captured.
I think, well, the thing with Awkwafina, I think she's like, no, I think she's too old.
That too, possibly.
I think that's kind of the thing.
Well, she's not that much older than Stephanie.
Well, yeah, I don't know. There's something about Stephanie's look.
She does have a younger look. She looks like she's in her early 20s.
Yeah, but like just her, like, she looks innocent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she looks like I don't know how to describe it, but there's something, because there's like the vulnerable her and then the Jobu her, and there's something about the way she actually looks that brings a good contrast.
No, she actually has it's just the very subtle, like, head drop.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I just think Awkwafina. Well, it's just I also just love Awkwafina.
I do too.
I just love listening to her talk, and and that's the thing. It's like with her voice and the lines that Jobu has, I'm just hearing it, and I'm like, it would have been cool for her to say that.
And I had a hard time just being like, I would hear those lines and be like, I don't think Awkwafina could have done that as good as Stephanie. Yeah. I don't think, I think Stephanie was the right choice.
In another world.
Yeah.
Awkwafina and Jackie Chan are.
Yeah, right.
This is a very different movie.
Let's see, what is my next thought here. The generational trauma of abandonment. Again, a cycle, a circle. All things end up in the same place. There's a constant image through this entire movie, like the laundromat, the circle, the constant motion of going around, ending up in the same place over and over and over and over again. The googly eyes, which then eventually that turns into, the idea of a third eye image with Evelyn learning to fight like her. When she says learning to fight like her,
It's
like
turning
Tobu.
inside me. It's turning
inside me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, the butt plug.
Yeah.
No, like, because like one of the things, like, to access like what you can do, what you've learned as another part of yourself through the multiverse, you have to do like an obscene act. Like, one of the things that a Waymond has to do to like the paper cuts between the fucking Evelyn has to like confess her love to Deidre to learn to unlock the world where she knows martial arts.
Yeah,
and shit like that.
I mean, having this ability would be sick.
Oh fuck yeah!
How cool would that be?
Like, there was just like,
except also imagine the existential crisis it would cause.
Oh dude, yeah. Well, it's like, no, like this. That's
the Rick and Morty thing.
Yeah,
the goggles, right?
The goggles.
Yeah, don't they have like goggles they can put on to see like another parallel life?
Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay, I was like something like,
and like one of them's Jerry's like really successful.
God, yeah, that's like season 2. Yeah,
it's like let's say it's
yeah. No, that's when Beth and Jerry realize that they actually belong together in a weird way. Yeah. God damn it. That's a dark one.
That's a real dark one.
Yeah, because I was like, Beth's about to fucking...
I think that's when I stopped watching it.
Yeah, because no, that's like, Morty's like, my dead body is buried out there 10 feet away from me. Like, nothing matters. Let's just go watch TV.
Yeah, like, I think that one made me go through a moment.
Well, and that's
kind
like...
of started something.
No, I mean, like, because when you really think about, multiverse and, shit like that, and just like you really start to see how small you are. And they talk about that, and when they're the rocks, you know, it's like we used to believe that we were a world, so that everything, so, you know, evolved around the world, and then we realized that no, we revolve around the sun, and then we realized that there's multiple planets that revolve around this sun, and there's multiple suns, and now we're beginning to understand there might be multiple universes. Like, it's just like once we feel like we understand something, we feel so smart, we unlock another thing to realize how small and dumb we truly are as people. That's kind of the nihilistic way of looking at it, which is very much a big, you know, thing with this. Like that scene with them as rocks is just so impactful because it's silence and you're just reading it, and it's like it's more impactful in that way because you have to internalize the voice.
It took me out of that. Took
you out of it?
Yeah.
Why?
The absurdity of
just
it.
the
absurdity of the whole thing, and it's just like, I don't know. It's an A24 ass A24 movie. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel for me, I guess, like, because I feel like an A24 movie that's just like jerking itself off is like The Green Knight. You know, it's too smart for its own good. I feel like
I forgot we watched that.
Yeah, I feel like this movie, like, yeah, it's very smart, but I feel like they found a way to actually talk about it in a way that everybody can kind of understand.
Yeah, but I just think it's excess. I do think I kind of agree with that. Like the I was saying, the on the fence thing. It's just like it's just I don't know.
Because you have all of this existentialism. Sorry.
No.
You have all of this existentialism, but when it comes down to it, really like the true like meat and like story of this movie is really the marital problems that's happening between Evelyn and Waymond, the father's, abandonment of Evelyn and Evelyn's detachment and conflict and with her daughter. You know, it's a family drama wrapped up inside of this existential sci-fi multiverse.
Know what it is though? It could just be the wrong time.
For you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
I mean, you know, and what actually like really taught me that was the Witcher. I would I for years would try and play Witcher 3 and it just wouldn't click.
Playing the game.
And it just wouldn't click. And I'm like, everything about this is my bag. Like, why is it not clicking? And then a couple years later, I put it in, and then it
yeah.
So
fair,
it just might be the wrong time.
Maybe you're not ready to face your existential crisis.
Yeah. So it's one of those. I probably in a year or so watch it again and see how I feel.
Yeah.
It's just not clicking with me. I don't know what it is. And it's a multiverse martial arts action movie.
Yeah.
What's not to click with me?
No, exactly. It's like, come on, this is everything you want, man.
Yeah, and it's not clicking. It just really isn't.
Man, yeah.
It's weird, right? How weird is it? That's so weird.
Yeah, there's a lot more. That is really weird. Yeah, because I really want to have like an in-depth conversation with you about this, and I just, I'm seeing that you're just like, I see it, but I don't really care, is what I'm getting from you,
Yeah, I mean, I care. I mean, I don't know. Convince me.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I mean, I think like ultimately, like if people start to get like, because you can get really heady with this. I think what I kind of just said, like how this is kind of more of like a family drama put inside of an existential multiverse.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
at the end of the day.
Yeah. And a big thing is like inside of that family drama, there is an Asian American identity of like how they like are as as a culture moving over to America,
Yeah.
And like I think it speaks volumes to so much more than just a multiverse movie.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's an interesting observation too, that at the end of the day it is just you're watching a family fight.
Yeah. It's like when
like that's it.
It's like when Evelyn gives into the nihilism, and she metaphorically and physically kills Waymond in every timeline that she's existing in, and also that's when she's leaving Jamie Lee Curtis hot dog fingers. She's throwing reckless abandonment. Like she's destroying the Ratatouille guy, the guy with the raccoon, which I found hilarious because like she's describing Ratatouille and that's a raccoon. She's like, no, it's a raccoon. It's like, no, it's a rat. And then there's a Ratatouille fucking universe. fucking Daniels, god damn it. And then Wayman just be like, why can't we all just fucking stop and just love each other and just understand the beauty in all of this, like in his patience. Like she breaks the window and he just goes and he sweeps up the glass. He's not angry at Evelyn. He talks to the auditor and gets her to give them the extension, and she's like, what did you say? And he's like, I just told her the truth.
Yeah,
you know, it's like he's this grounded, reasonable person that she doesn't see. And then when they're in the car and he's like, you regret marrying me. And she's like, I never said that. And he's like, you say it every time you look at me.
Yeah.
And it's just heartbreaking. And then when she finally has that revelation, and that's when she learns and then she gives, in that final fight sequence, she gives, instead of fighting them, she gives them what they want and happiness.
Yeah.
That was cool. As opposed to what Jobu had been doing, is just taking everything from people because nothing matters.
Yeah.
You know?
That was cool.
Which then goes into this they become this a force of nihilism versus happiness, this yin and yang that have to exist together. And then understanding that she has to let Jobu go and be herself, but she can still stand for herself. Be like, you know what? I can let you go, but I'm still going to tell you, you only call me when you need something, and be honest with everything, and learning how to have that mother-daughter relationship, and then standing up to her father and be like, no, like, you abandoned me, and I'm not going to do the same thing to my daughter that you did to me because I'm afraid of it. And like, oh my God, that the last like 20 minutes of this film are just in. And then the family pulling joy out of the bagel of nothingness. Like, God damn. I just went on a very long rant.
Yeah, you did, buddy.
And I could have kept going. I could have just kept, like, I love this movie so much.
Clearly.
Yeah.
You love it so much, why didn't you marry it?
I would. Are you kidding me? All right, Pee Wee Herman. God. I don't. Did that convince you? Did my passion share anything with you?
It really didn't make me feel anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy is dead inside.
It's like, that's what's weird about it. You objectively see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, even like when you were talking about how sad like the whole Wayman storyline is, it just didn't. I don't know. And I've watched this movie a lot.
I watched it again last night while I was finishing off my notes.
Yeah, I've watched this movie like 3 or 4 times now, just sitting there going like, what am I?
Also, like a thing that I never really, it didn't dawn on me until the second time, or as I was making notes, like I really like that the events of this are happening on the Chinese New Year, which is, the Chinese New Year is one of the most, if not the most important holiday in Chinese culture. It's where they actually do like a family like reunion dinner, and it's all about like, cleaning out the house or apartment where you live, starting anew, fresh and new. And like, that's what this whole movie is like. It's about breaking down everything within the family and then starting anew.
Well, it's definitely a movie that you need to watch more than once, in my opinion. Like if you watch this once, you should probably watch it again.
Yeah.
Because you're going to catch a lot more. I caught a lot more the second time. I caught stuff the third time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Same.
I caught a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of just like simple imagery. Like you don't realize the googly eyes at the beginning. You're just like, and the googly eyes, which represent Wayman and his goofiness in a fun way, which is also the circle, the third eye. It's like when she
finally accepts, she opens her third
eye, and it's with the googly eye of it's Wayman was the one that gave her. Fuck, man, it's so good. God, it's so well thought out and crafted. I love it. I want it to win Best Picture of the Year at the Oscars.
I'm assuming you're giving it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what are you giving it?
I'm not gonna give it anything.
Really?
Yeah. No, just because
hard pass.
No, because I don't think like I said, I don't think I'm in the right mindset to give an honest review.
Yeah.
Honest rating. I'll come back to you on that. But like you give it a 5 out of 5.
It's like this.
It's a 5 out of 5.
This and fucking Mad Max Fury Road, I think, are the 2 best movies we've ever reviewed.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like, I thought you were gonna say best movies ever. I'm like, Mad Max isn't that good, but that we have reviewed.
Yeah.
I would say this is one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Definitely, and that's the thing. It's like I objectively can see it as a good film, but I'm not in the right mind space to rate it.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone needs to watch this movie.
I mean, I definitely recommend. Like I just said, you have to watch it more than once.
Yeah,
to really like
get it. Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, because I watched it once in the theaters in Spokane. That was back in May when I was performing, and there was a lot that I got out of it, and I was like digesting. But it's one of those movies.
I wish I'd seen this in theaters.
Yeah,
I really do.
It was awesome in theaters.
Just because of the excess, it's just like it works for a
big
theater,
big screen,
and the music is great, and the sound, that would have been really cool to see. I wanted to see it in theaters. I just missed it.
Yeah,
so that's kind of a bummer. There we go. That's what we'll do. No, we'll just keep an eye out, and if it's playing.
I mean, it's still playing around places. I think it's kind of back out in theaters a little bit again because like the Golden Globe wins and I think the Oscar buzz that it has.
We could rent at the Beacon again.
Yeah.
And watch it at the Beacon.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Maybe that will make it click better.
Bring Fallon and see if she gets it this time because it's on a bigger screen.
Nope.
We can invite Mary. You, me, and Mary can have a fun day.
This movie makes my partner and I fight. Yeah. Because we get into arguments about the multiverse. Every time we try to watch it, we get into an argument about the multiverse. It's so weird. It's so weird.
It's so strange.
Right? It's so bizarre. I don't get it.
Well,
no, it means that.
It's here we go. Just the next time, be like, just to look her in the eye, be like, the bagel is meaningless. It's a MacGuffin to disguise the real problem being the broken relationship between mother and daughter.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you. I'll text you. Hey, can you send me that thing? It's happening again. It's happening. Can you send me that thing?
All right, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
God, I mean, I want to keep talking more about this movie.
Well, what are we at?
I mean, we should wrap. We're at like 52. We need to wrap it up. Yeah.
All right. Well,
we don't know what we're doing next week, though.
We don't actually. We have not made a plan yet.
We've
talked about it, but
we kind of have.
We kind of talked about it.
I don't even remember what we've talked about. Are we doing porn? Should we do porn? Should we do softcore porn?
Like the Red Shoe Diaries or something?
Yeah.
Taking it old school. Starring Matt LeBlanc.
David Duchovny.
Matt LeBlanc in Red Shoe Diaries. That is a thing if you didn't know that.
Yeah, no, Matt LeBlanc. Yeah, no, I've seen it. Oh.
No, I'm telling
you. I thought you were talking to me. No, I've seen it.
I've watched it. Yeah.
I've watched it. When I was a kid, I used to watch Red Shoe Diaries.
Yeah, it was awesome.
On very low, it had last. Mute. I had last for Cartoon Network. If I heard,
Yeah. 1,000%.
All the young men know this fucking trick, and all of our parents hear the moans and come in to see Cartoon Network and we're like, I know what you're doing.
Oh God, I forgot about
with a pillow over your waist.
Real quick, last.
You got a pillow over your waist because you're hiding something.
Oh man, HBO after midnight, man.
Oh, okay. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yeah,
thanks for listening.
Join
subscribe.
Us next week. Follow us on Instagram, and then you will know we know.
Yeah, give us some reviews on stuff. Tell us what you want to listen to. Obviously, they won't happen next week, but if you give us ideas, that can be maybe March or April type stuff,
Yeah.
All right.
I guess that's it, right? That's all the plugs.
Yeah.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob from another dimension.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
Oh! Welcome to the scary door.
Okay, let's try this again. This is Tommy.
This is Tommy. Sorry, I'm just fucking doing it. Sorry.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is
Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
Hi, y'all. Dick.